This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. What you just heard there was my rendition of what I think is one of the finest blues guitar solos ever played. When it comes to blues guitar playing, one album that everybody talks about is the John Mayall Beano album featuring Eric Clapton. It's a great album, but as I've always said, I think Eric's playing on that album is still a work in progress. If you want evidence of that, go and listen to what he was doing a few years later on the Layla and Other Assorted Love Songs album. I just think he's a better guitar player by the time we get to that album. But the guitarist who followed in Eric's footsteps in John Mayall's Blues Breakers was, of course, Peter Green, and the album that he recorded with that band is called A Hard Road, and one of the songs on it is called Someday After a While, and that's the solo that you just heard me having a stab at there. As I say, I think A Hard Road is a better album than the Beano album, and that is one of the finest solos on the album, if not the best, to be honest with you. So let's have a look at what's going on in the solo.
Solo explanation.
Okay, as always, we'll begin by looking at the chord sequence the solo is played over. There it is, right there. It's what's known as a gospel blues chord sequence. That's what it's often called, and we've got it in the key of F major here. And it's largely the same chord sequence, albeit in a different key to, Need Your Love So Bad. Let's have a listen to how it sounds. It goes like this. And it goes to the B flat there because the next section of the song is like the B section of the song, which is opening on the 4 chord, which in the key of F is a B flat. So, what's going on over the top of this chord sequence then? Well, numerous times in these videos I talk about the importance of focusing on a strong note from the chord, or, chord note targeting in one way or another. That's not really happening here to any large degree. This is all about just mixing the pentatonic scales. And I'm just going to refer to the tab throughout this because I want to get it right. Basically, we start off with a little bit of F major pentatonic here. Like this. So you can see that's coming out of that position there. So. And then straight away we're into F minor pentatonic, coming out of the top end of that pattern. And then we go into an A note next, which is in the major pentatonic, and bending it up to the B flat and bringing it down. So you get... Then the next couple of bars really are all about this pattern 1 F minor pentatonic down here. This typical sort of bluesy kind of thing. You've got a chord sequence in F major, play an F minor pentatonic over the top of it, and you get a bluesy sound. And you've got and then more minor pentatonic here. That kind of thing. Excuse me, I'm just going to scroll down the tab a little bit. Then coming up to the top end of pattern 2 of F minor pentatonic. There is therefore a lick that goes something like this. Something like this, rather. That's the one. You could make the case that that is targeting a chord note there, because he's landing on a C note, and we're on the C7 chord here at the moment. And then we are back into just pattern 1 of F minor pentatonic for this run. Just literally descending down the scale. And then, again, another sort of descending lick that's got a little bit of twiddly stuff going on in there. Here, I'll play it sort of slowly so you can see. There we go, that's that lick. I'll do it again. And then the final lick in the solo really is just a similar kind of thing, but coming down towards like this lower extension of the scale. So you know you can come down that pattern like that, or you can go down into what is effectively the bottom end of pattern 5. That is the territory we're in here for something that goes like this. There's a little kind of ghost note or grace note slide from the 15th fret down to the 13th fret, and you go like that, and then resolving right at the end by taking that A flat up to an A, which is the major third of the F chord. So again, a little bit of chord note targeting, but it's not something that's underpinning the whole solo. And then finishing on the root there, the F note there, and going up that little run. You can make the case that I suppose is a fragment of the Dorian mode, but that's really stretching it a bit. It's basically that note and that note, which that's from the minor pentatonic, that's from the major pentatonic, and that's from the minor pentatonic. He's basically combining the major and minor pentatonics just in that one little phrase there. The key thing about that is he's finishing on an E flat note, which is the note that you add to an F chord. There's an F chord. If I add an E flat note there, it makes it into an F7th, which if we just look at the chord sequence again, you can see in the final bar there before it resolves onto the B flat chord, we've got the F7th. So again, a little bit of chord note targeting to accentuate the fact that we're going to an F7th chord, which leads us into the B flat. So the main headline news here is that it's a mixture of F major and F minor pentatonic. And and another thing that's worth noting is when you're playing a minor pentatonic in a blues situation, you take the minor third, that note there, which is in the key of F, it's an A flat, and you just kind of tweak it slightly. You just take it, give it a slight quarter tone bend. You can hear that if I was bending it a semitone, it will be reaching that note. It's not quite getting there. It's just, if I just do, nothing wrong with that, but if I do this, it just makes it sound that little bit more bluesy. So that's essentially what's going on in this rather wonderful Peter Green solo. So go away and take what you've learned and have some fun with it. And as always, there is a full tab in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing the solo, that explanation you've just seen there, and a jam track for you to play along with for yourself. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address, and the link is, as always, in the description. $3 or £2.50 a month, and you get access to all of these additional bits and pieces and goodies that go along with these YouTube videos. A massive, massive thank you to everybody who supports me in that, or any of the other ways, all of which are also linked down in the description. And that's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the video and found it useful and informative in some small way, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so, and why not give me a like while you're at it. As always, don't forget the live stream every Friday 5 PM UK time, where we drink beer and talk music and guitars. What's not to like about that? Fantastic way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.